So we're taking a pair of LS heads and we're going to make them into full-blown race heads. And how do you do that? Well, you do everything to them that a race head has going for it. So race heads do not have a swirl ramp. Everybody's like, yeah, but that's what LS is known for, the swirl ramp. That helps. It helps with heavy vehicles, and in the world of street vehicles, that can help. But in a high RPM application, well, I've never seen a race head with a swirl ramp in it. So we're going to take it out. That's how we're going to do it. Little burr, rounded burr right there. Getting a lot of bouncing out of this because I don't have control of my tool right here because I'm trying to hold the phone and do this with one hand to show you guys. And before somebody says, hey Terry, you need a tripod. Well, you can't put a tripod in front of you and do this kind of work. So the last time I did something like this here and tried to show somebody on YouTube, I had one of them comments, and there's always somebody with a better idea. So it is what it is. is bouncing so much because I'm trying to show you guys, and I gotta try to get in there to show you what I'm doing, and it makes me put the wrong pressure and the wrong angle on what I'm doing here. That's why it's bouncing so much. If I was to be in here not caring like this here, lay it back straight with 2 hands, it wouldn't be doing it. But I'm up here like this here trying to film this for you guys. So I hope that makes sense, because I'd normally be back here holding it with 2 hands, guiding it with 1 hand, and I usually hold the tip and with my other hand here, so it makes it a little bit harder. But in case you're wondering what this would look like, completely tapered in and everything, it'd be something like this with the ramp out of it. So it's a big difference. And of course, this is all just bare minimum right here as it is right now. I haven't polished it out or tapered everything in perfectly, but this one here, I would say, is about 90% there. So it won't get much different than what it is right there. Now, one thing, if anybody was to try to do this, is keep this in mind. You're going to get thin after you get rid of this ramp. The bowl's not very thick, so there's a few different ways you can do this. You could actually just modify the ramp and cut it down some. That still does a nice job of performance gain. Or you can just kind of leave it like I have it right here and then just blend it in. So there's different ways you can do that ramp, and it all depends what your reasoning for wanting to take it out. People say that it helps make swirl. I found that it actually causes some reversion a little bit, and I hate to talk about that because people have their own mindset on that, but anytime you put like a ramp or something in to make the air do something, it always causes the air to do something different. Air doesn't move like we think it does. I've been studying that quite a bit lately, doing intakes and heads, and it's amazing when you watch this old dust here that's in this port that I just blew out. When you watch where that metal goes and what it does, if you're doing an intake or a head, a runner, it never moves where you think it's going to. Even though you're doing one side of the port or a runner, it will usually pick up on the opposite side, believe it or not. So this was just something I wanted to show you guys. I'm actually preparing these for our own vehicle for my son's car. This is our own stuff, so it's not a customer's. So I can kind of get away with doing what I want here. I hope these perform very well when we get them on the car, and hopefully we'll get to see that in the near future, how these run on a little Mustang. They're LS heads, but if you tune into my son's channels, Adam's channel rather, you'll see him putting the engine together with these heads on it in the near future, hopefully. So it's an LS powered Mustang that he picked up, and I guess as it goes right now, we're going to stay with the LS engine in it. So but you never know from one day to the next with what we do, because things always have a way of going a different route sometimes. So anyway, I thought I'd show you guys this and let you see for yourself. Somebody might be saying, well, I don't know how far you could go taking that ramp out before you'd have trouble going through maybe. So like I said, you could just do this little bit right here and do a little bit of guide work, and that would be a big performance gain. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in and watching this, and sorry about it wasn't a little bit more smooth sailing here, but this is real life and real work. It's not edited, it's just raw, and that's how we do it here. So I'm going to call this episode maybe homemade performance, because I'm doing this in my home, right in my living room. Alright guys, take care. God bless you.